we had managers, we had frontline staff, and we had users, and I think that's so essential. Quite often, I've been, you know, in sort of user conferences or even managers conferences and thought, you know, the other half should be there. So I was very pleased to hear, and some of the things that were coming out.
In our organisation, we had a project called Person-Centred Planning that had a limited amount of funding. And I suppose one of the things it feels like very often happens is that a new initiative is has been managed to be funded, and everything's all gung-ho. It gets rolled out, it seemed very quickly, and also the university was asked then to make a study of it before anybody really understood and was given the time to really have the training to implement it. Then the funding's pulled away, and another new initiative may slowly go to dust, where I feel as though it often feels like that just maintaining something and the funding to maintain things would be really good, rather than this great flurry of new initiatives, new ideas, and lots and lots of excitement. I may be wrong, it may be just in my area, but that's what it feels like, and it feels like it feels like we were talking the talk and not walking the walk.
I went to a centre that I enjoyed. We didn't get consulted, we were told we had to leave.
Right.
And when we all asked why, they didn't really give us what we call a good explanation.
Right.
We were told to go, but we didn't get a choice to where we wanted to go after that, and we were just put,
Right.
after promising that we would all stay together.
Right.
But we didn't, we all went separate ways.
As far as the tenants are concerned, it's actually got less. In the old days, when we had a caretaker, your previous lady will tell you about a wonderful woman in what's the name again?
Bishop's Court.
Bishop's Court. And she helps the people. This is the proper caretaker's job. She helps organise trips and whatever. Now, I myself was a caretaker and used to do these things. That's part of the job. You help people at any time of the night or day. If an old lady has a bulb gone in the porch, you don't claim that you're not allowed to stand on a chair for fear of personal injuries. You go and do the damn job. Put the bulb in for her. If a washing machine breaks down, fix it. Television, fix it. And organise trips for them. You get the day centre, they all have a day centre, they should have. And you get the day centre organised with bingo events to raise money for the people, for themselves. And you organise day trips out. And that's a caretaker's job, always. Keep spare keys if they want. Because Mrs. Bloggs will come in and she's left a key in the supermarket, or old Fred Jones has left it down the pub, whatever. And you help them. That's a caretaker's job. And you make sure that the repairs are done on time and chase up the people concerned. Now, with this new system, the rents have gone up by 50%. The caretaker that was is now the site manager, scheme manager. The scheme manager. And does nothing. He's not allowed to change a bulb in case he falls off the chair. He can't pick weights up because he might hurt himself. He won't let, if the place is on fire, he won't go in and help rescue them.
Well, in my case, I'd get in the car and beetle off down the road to the mid-Norfolk, do a few hours of playing trains, laying them, fixing them, painting the wall, whatever, and then beetling back again, and then she's had a day and I've had a day, and I've done the shopping as well. Yeah. Of course, when all those, when that got stopped, and it just got stopped dead in its tracks, that destroyed everything. We were stuck at home again, and they were claiming that we were going to have certain choices for people to have, and it didn't happen.
So do the faces?
I'm going to say a few things about what our group talked about this morning, which was a group of practitioners. We focused on 3 of the findings in particular. And the first one was about how things happen at a director and senior management level within an organisation and then get pushed down to the staff, and the staff have to respond to it, work in a certain way, and get sometimes diverted from the work that they are doing with individuals. So a lot about performance indicators, having to meet certain targets, report back on certain things, collect evidence, paperwork, assessments, risk assessments, and all of that might not necessarily be anything to do with the work, the individual work that they're doing with people. The second thing was a big thing about money and how much effort and commitment it takes to work in a person-centred way with people. And if you're very committed to that, then get told that there isn't the money to do things in the way that an individual wants, and how difficult that is, how awkward you feel as a staff member supporting somebody, whether next time you're going through that process with somebody else, you limit what you suggest to people because you know they might get knocked back, or whether that's the right thing to do or not. We also talked about poverty and lack of things like accessible transport and things like that that affect whether people can actually achieve the things in their life that they want to do. And then a big thing, third big thing, was to do with how much staff are valued, both by their service and by society. They get very low pay, often on a minimum wage level, which makes it not a living wage for people. So they end up doing overtime, long hours to make up their salary, and that means they're very tired, and it's just not conducive to work with people. And the level of skill, experience, creativity, imagination that's required to be really person-centred is not supported if people are feeling low paid, undervalued.